Welcome to our podcast session where we dive into meditation and mindfulness designed especially for Black communities, exploring how these practices can create healing and empowerment.
Yes, absolutely. It's fascinating how these ancient practices not only reduce stress, but also connect deeply with cultural heritage and identity.
Right, exactly. Meditation, it's like training your mind to focus, sort of cool in itself, but when tailored for Black communities, it meets unique needs, like managing the stress of discrimination and historical trauma.
And mindfulness, on the other hand, is all about being present, noticing thoughts and emotions without judgment, kind of a liberating way to handle everyday challenges, isn't it?
Yep, right. It's amazing how these methods help cultivate inner peace and also provide a space to process lived experiences unique to Black communities.
And what really stands out is how these practices acknowledge cultural factors, like drawing from traditional African spiritual and healing practices.
Absolutely. Historically, meditation has roots in African traditions, like, for instance, drumming, chanting, and rhythmic movement, which were used to connect with ancestors and the divine.
Yeah. So it's not merely a modern trend, but a revival of culturally embedded practices that have helped Black people survive struggles throughout history, right?
Precisely. During the slave trade and subsequent hardships, mindful practices provided a means of coping, resilience, and even subtle resistance.
That historical connection really gives new meaning to meditation when practiced by Black communities today, as it's a way to reclaim one's identity and power.
Right, and it's powerful how such practices promote emotional regulation, helping individuals manage reactions to microaggressions and systemic stressors.
Mm. True, but sometimes I wonder, aren't there misconceptions that meditation requires completely emptying the mind? How do we address that?
Oh, definitely. That's the big myth. Meditation isn't about a blank mind, it's about acknowledging thoughts without judgment. It's like training yourself to observe without being overwhelmed.
And probably this misconception can be even more off putting in communities where time is scarce or where self care isn't always prioritized due to cultural stigma.
Exactly. Time and resource constraints are real barriers. Many feel they can't devote extended periods to meditation, but the beauty is you can start with just a few minutes a day, even integrated into simple activities like walking or eating.
It's almost like sneaking small moments of presence into a busy day can have a huge impact over time.
Absolutely. And alongside that, creating community circles or group sessions can really foster collective healing. When meditation becomes a shared practice, it builds solidarity and a sense of belonging.
Yeah, indeed. I love that idea. Group meditation not only reinforces personal practice, but also allows individuals to connect over shared struggles, enhancing healing through collective support.
Precisely. Also, there's a section in the material where they share stories like Maya, who reduced her anxiety by committing to meditation, and David, who learned to manage anger stemming from trauma. These personal narratives really inspire further commitment, don't you think?
Absolutely. Real stories like these show that meditation isn't just theoretical, it's a practical tool that can transform lives, fostering self love and empowerment.
And speaking of self love, these practices promote a non judgmental view towards oneself and help break free from internalized biases that might have been reinforced by societal pressures.
Yes, exactly. Right. It's about building self compassion, where you recognize your own worth and embrace your imperfections as a part of your unique identity.
Exactly. Embracing imperfection is key. Meditation helps create space for self reflection, letting you challenge negative self talk with affirmations and even loving kindness meditations that cultivate inner warmth.
And this ultimately can help build a resilient mindset. You start to see challenges not as failures, but as steps in a learning process, which is vital when navigating stressors related to systemic injustice.
Uh huh. And the research clearly states that regular practice can reduce stress, boost mental clarity, and foster emotional balance. It's a multi layered benefit that can enhance both personal well being and community strength.
Absolutely. Yet, one critique some might raise is that these methods are portrayed as a panacea without addressing the root societal issues. What do you think about that?
That's a fair point. Meditation isn't a cure all for systemic problems like racism and discrimination. However, it equips individuals with resilience, tools that help us cope better so we can engage more effectively in social change.
Yes, exactly. It's not meant to fix society's wrongs, but to empower individuals to face them with inner strength, clarity, and compassion.
Correct. And on that note, the conversation also touches on how meditation can improve mental health outcomes, reducing anxiety, depression, and even trauma symptoms. It's a holistic approach.
Right, indeed. When you tie in mental health, you see how vital these practices become, not only for personal survival, but for communal self care amidst the lingering effects of historical trauma.
Exactly. And beyond individual practice, incorporating culturally relevant techniques like using music, storytelling, or even elements of African spirituality helps make the practice more accessible and relatable to Black individuals.
Also, by reclaiming practices that might have been lost or overshadowed by mainstream narratives, Black communities can reconnect with their ancestral wisdom and cultural heritage.
Absolutely. This reclamation is empowering. It says our traditions matter and they are powerful tools for healing our collective wounds.
Exactly. And while personal practice is the foundation, building community like meditation circles, workshops, and healing circles adds an extra layer of support. It's like forming your own wellness family.
Yes, and that collective aspect can turn an individual practice into a shared movement. When people see others who share similar experiences embracing mindfulness, it strengthens the entire network.
hmm Plus, it's encouraging to see so many resources becoming available online apps, local events, and even podcasts specifically aimed at making meditation accessible to Black communities.
Absolutely. These resources not only offer guidance but help break down the barriers, whether it's time constraints, limited mental health access, or cultural stigmas. They provide practical ways to start, even if just for a few
Right,
minutes a
indeed.
day.
And let's not forget, these practices evolve over time. As more individuals join in, share their stories, and contribute culturally resonant materials, the movement only grows stronger.
Exactly. The journey of self discovery, resilience, and empowerment through meditation is ongoing. It's not about perfection, but about consistency and the gradual strengthening of both self awareness and community bonds.
And I think encouraging listeners to keep practicing, to explore those guided meditations, joining local groups, even starting small is a powerful call to action.
Definitely. As the material suggests, consistency breeds progress. Whether it's a quick 5 minute mindful moment or a group session, every bit counts toward inner peace and collective healing.
Absolutely. And from what we've discussed, it really seems like meditation is a doorway to not just mental clarity, but to reclaiming legacy, to self love, and to building a support network that honors Black culture and resilience.
Exactly. It fosters the mind body connection, offers solace from racial trauma, and ultimately, it empowers individuals to be their authentic selves with confidence.
I love how all these layers come together. Personal transformation translating into broader community strength. It really is a holistic, beautiful journey.
Absolutely. And our hope is that everyone listening finds inspiration to carve out time for themselves and explore these practices, knowing that self care can be an act of cultural and personal resistance, leading to empowerment.
Exactly. And if anyone is looking for further resources, they can check out community meditation groups, online apps like Insight Timer and Calm, plus literature by Black meditation advocates. It's a treasure trove of guidance waiting to be tapped.
Right. So keep exploring, keep practicing, and remember your meditation journey is not only for you, it contributes to the collective healing of the community.
Well said. Thanks for this inspiring conversation. It's truly a reminder that finding your center can be a powerful act of self love and cultural reclamation.
Exactly. Let's continue to cultivate that inner peace and pass it on. Stay committed, stay present, and keep finding your center.
Indeed. Until next time, keep mindful and empowered.